gave it to you. I'll split the money with you 50-50.
Welcome everyone to the AC Dream channel. I'm AC Dream and I do full-length reviews on Disney animated films from the Disney Renaissance. And today I'm reviewing The Rescuers Down Under. Yup, after so much time, I'm finally doing it. I mean, the only reason I didn't do it earlier was because it's really not my favorite film from the Disney Renaissance. Okay, I know it looks incredibly well. Like, wow, just look at it. And this was made in 1990? Unbelievable. But sadly, that's all this movie has going for it. Really good animation. The Rescuers Down Under takes you, the viewer, to the land of Iggy Azalea, which is Australia, where a young boy named Cody, who has the power to speak with animals, gets captured and thus needs to be rescued by no other than the Rescue Aid Society. Unfortunately, they do not sing the catchy Rescue Aid Society song like in the original 1977 movie, which sucks cause that would have sounded so much better. Especially with the new recording device of the 1990 time period. But whatever, so Bianca and Bernard, who have become very well renowned mouse rescuers, are assigned the mission of rescuing this boy. Now let me just state something. I'm not going to go into the details about the Rescuers Down Under versus the original Rescuers on which one is better, even though I have a soft spot for the original. And while this might be the only Disney film with a sequel that is better than the original, I'm going to say that they are about the same in different aspects. What the second did way better than the original had something completely lacking in the sequel. The sequel had better animations, character introductions, and effects, while the original had a more moving story, villain, and plot development. And besides, to compare this to a movie that came out over 10 years ago would be utterly unfair. Let me just tell you something. You can say whatever you want about the Rescuers Down Under in the Disney Renaissance, that it's crap or that it's not as good as the other movies, but one thing is absolutely the best in this movie. This flying scene was the shit! And I mean the shit! Just look at it! This movie is Renaissance material off this scene alone and all the animational superiorities it contains in the movie. I mean, I'm just going to talk about the animations of the Rescuers Down Under because they're so good. The animations, good, incredible animations. But there is a downside. As incredible as the bird in the flying scene was, you don't see it again until the very end. Like, what the hell? You see the bird for no more than 5 minutes during the beginning, and then you don't see it again until the last 15 minutes. Like, seriously, like, why? This would have made the movie so much more epic. There's something strange about the Rescuers Down Under that I just can't wrap my head around, which is the fact that everyone has superhuman strength except Bianca, of course. Like, wow, you're able to wrangle a snake into submission, and Bernard is able to wrestle a wild hog. Unbelievable, just like this kid. He's a super kid, being able to talk to animals, scale cliffs, and dive aerodynamically like Link from The Legend of Zelda. Good for fucking you, Eco Ranger. What are they teaching kids nowadays? You can do anything with steroids. Or just become an animal rights activist, which is a good message this movie carries, protecting animals from poachers and mistreatment. I just feel it could have delivered the message better. This movie has some humorous elements as well, like Nazi nuns, Indiana Jones references, and a naked lady. What? No, it's an albatross and he's wearing a bra. But seriously, this guy was incredibly good at making the movie more enjoyable. I just wish he played a bigger role since Wilbur was such a likable character. Well, that concludes my review for The Rescuers Down Under. Be sure to check back next week where we'll be covering The Rescuers Up Above, where in the year 2100, thousands of orphans are kidnapped by the evil adult government who plan to use them as a meat farm since all the animals in the world have gone extinct except for rats and roaches, of course. I kid. Be sure to check back next week where I will be covering my very last review from the Disney Renaissance. You certainly don't want to miss it. And if you haven't done so already, be sure to check out my other reviews from the Disney Renaissance.